Hello students, welcome back. Today I will continue the same chapter, nutrition in plants. And today's topic is heterotrophic nutrition. I think we have discussed about that, what are heterotrophs, what are heterotrophic mode of nutrition. One more time I am going to explain that heterotrophs, those organisms which cannot prepare their own food like green plants. Why? Because they do not contain chlorophyll and they depends on other, that means plants and animals, for their survival. Hetero means different or others, so that means they depends on others for their survival. So they are called heterotrophs and their mode of nutrition is called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. In heterotrophic mode of nutrition, there are various modes of nutrition like parasitic nutrition, saprophytic nutrition, insectivorous plant, symbiotic plants or symbiosis. Parasitic nutrition, example is cuscuta. In saprophytic nutrition, the example is mushroom, bread mold, some bacteria also. In insectivorous plant, Venus flytrap, pitcher plant, sundew. So these are the example of insectivorous plants. In symbiotic or symbiosis, the example is lichen and leguminous plants and rhizobium bacteria. So now one by one we will read about that. First is parasitic plants. So first you know the meaning of the parasites. Parasites, that means those organisms which either live inside or outside the body of the organisms and derive nutrition from them. And in return, that means they harm the host. The host, that means those organisms on which parasites live. So what is parasitic nutrition? It is the mode of nutrition, mainly which type of nutrition? Heterotrophic nutrition, in which an organisms, that is called parasite, that lives on the body surface or inside the body of the organisms, and those organisms on which parasites lives, they are called host. Right now I told you. So in parasitic nutrition, two terms are there, host and parasites. Host, that means organisms which provide food to the parasites, and parasites, that means organisms who derive nutrition from the host. Example is cuscuta, that is also known as dodder, Mystileto. Okay, so these are the different examples of the parasites. Here you can see the diagram. This is the cuscuta or dodder plants. Actually cuscuta, that is a parasite, that is a non-green plants, and its stem is just like cylindrical and it totally wrap the host plant and derive nutrition from them. How? They form root-like a structure that is called hausteria, and which penetrate and gradually reaches up to the vessel, vascular tissue, that means xylem and phloem, and they derive nutrition from there. So in parasites, some are total parasites and some are partial parasites. Here cuscuta, that is the total parasites, but Mystilio, that is the example of partial parasites. Why? Because Mystileto, that is the green plants, that means they can synthesize their own foods, but actually their roots, they penetrate the other plants and derives water and minerals. So that's why that is the example of partial parasites. The next mode of heterotrophic nutrition, that is saprophytic nutrition. So what do you mean by sapro? Sapro, that means rotten, dead or decaying matter. So the mode of nutrition, mainly which type of nutrition? Heterotrophic, where an organisms obtain their nutrition or food from dead and decaying organic matter, either plants or animals. Example is mushroom, bread mold, certain bacteria also. Here you can see the diagram of the mushroom. This is pilus and this is a stalk. Mushroom always grows on the dead and decay matter. And this is the example of the bread mold, which is also known as rhizopus. Actually, this is the example of the fungi, and fungi are mainly preferred to grow in moist and warm environment. That means it requires both. It requires optimum temperature as well as moisture. Sometimes you may notice that when you not keep your fruits and vegetables properly, then there is the growth of the whitish or greenish substance over the fruits and vegetables, and they are nothing, they are just the growth of the fungi which has spoiled the food items. So these are the examples of the saprophytic nutrition. Some more points on the fungi, that what are fungi. Fungi, that is a type of microorganisms, but they are saprophytic. That means they can't prepare their own food, they depends on other. And they, right now I told you that they prefer to live in warm and moist places. They are generally multicellular. One exception is there, that is yeast. That is the example of unicellular fungi. It found in everywhere, that means in air, water, soil, also on animals and plants. And it causes various diseases also inside the living organisms. Fungi, but other than saprophyte, it can be parasites also. Sometimes it may lives as symbiotic relationship in lichen plants. And how they digest the organic matter? Actually, they don't completely